Hi guys, welcome back to the garden for our weekly garden update. How you all doing? Hope you guys are doing well today. Right, started the video on Bosco Bell. We've got two beautifully sized blooms right here. Now, before we walk through the garden, let me set the stage for you. All of the roses, the majority of the roses, have enjoyed their first flush. I came out the last 2 days before shooting this video to ensure that I could get the roses dead-headed, and it was a process, right? It took me 2 days and 3 hours per day to just deadhead. I will admit I did spend a lot of time daydreaming because whenever it is that I'm in the garden, I find myself distracted thinking about what needs to be improved or what I could do better or differently. All right, so you are going to see the roses with a little sparse in terms of their blooms, but it is the end of our spring flush. All right, passing by our black diamond crepe myrtles. Again, these are the jewels of my garden, and I want you to just remember this color for me. I'm going to show you something at the front. Remember where we removed the junipers? I want to talk to you about what I'm thinking of for this space and see if you agree with where my thoughts and my plant options are going. All right here, Lady of Shalott. Lady of Shalott has finally decided to grace us with some blooms this season. Okay, looking beautiful, not as covered as Lady of Shalott should be. But as always, with just one or two blooms from this rose, she makes an impact. She stands out in the garden with just one or two blooms. The bloom heads are really nice in terms of the size this year. Nicely sized blooms. Lots of squiggly growth, but it's all good. It's Lady of Shalott, right? Okay, good things are happening here. Let me give you a quick update. Look at this, guys. Okay, you've seen my shadow, and I'm sorry, the sun came up a little earlier than it should this morning, or I'm out a little bit later than I should be. But update: these are the berry roses that we planted this spring. So we planted them maybe in mid-April from David Austin Roses. Getting ready to bud. Who is that? Munstead Wood. Remember I told you that I wanted to bring him into the back garden to add that pop of color. Well, here he is, people. And there is a bloom from him. All right, and then behind Munstead, getting ready to flower, is that climbing rose. Wow, Woollerton Old Hall. Okay, can you see 3 buds right there at the top? And 3 at the bottom. Right, that's going to be cute. I can't wait to see him. And to smell him. I'm told that he has an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. Okay guys, what I have to show you, never mind the droplets, people, what I've got to show you is what Florentina, oh my goodness. So I've been showing you this rose at just 1 or 2 blooms, right? She's now enjoying a first flush of roses. Florentina is in bloom, looking gorgeous. Oh man. And the only thing that comes to mind when I see this rose is, why, Naomi? Why do you only have 1? This is a kind of rose that you should just pop into several sections of the garden. It is so beautiful. And so I'm going to go looking for another one to pop it in on the opposite side of the fence. Right? One of my favorite roses. Oh man, I love it. Right? Love it, love it, love it. Florentina. Right, let me turn you around. I want to show you my marigolds. All right, look at my marigolds, people. When you saw this 2 weeks ago, you saw no blooms. Look at these puffy, nice, cute blooms. Oh my gosh. This is the Inca. I think it's Inca variety. So it's this nice light yellow. And it is so attractive here in the spring. I love it. I love the color. I love the color. For my containers this year, I'm trying to go with a lot of drought tolerant plants, because I realized that one thing is very difficult for me once that heat of summer hits is to be out gardening. and watering the plants as often as I should. So I'm trying to plant varieties that will be okay with me skipping a day or two, right? And I think the marigolds, based on my experience last year with them in the ground, I think they're going to be the perfect choice, right? Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love the color. And let me show you the other marigolds that we have planted in the ground. But before I do, look at Eden. Look at Eden, guys. This is Eden, looking good. All right, nice to see some blooms from her. I've got Twilight Zone out there in the back looking really nice. I don't know if you can see him in the background, but look at this beauty that decided to just give us a show here. Stop it. This is the incredible hydrangea. I don't know if you remember seeing this plant last spring. It was nothing to look at last summer. Hardly any bloom heads whatsoever. And now look at it this year. Wow, look at that. The incredible hydrangea growing here in a container, looking really good. Yeah. Let me turn you, get you in a little bit closer. Right? Holding up in the container, full sun, right? I've watered every couple of days. And this plant she seems to be enjoying her life. Look. Okay, this one looks really good. The second one, which was smaller, she is not studying me. She is not settled in, and she is not doing much at the moment. But this is actually what that one looked like last year. Almost this. All right. So I'm just going to be patient because look at this leaf. Look at the size of that leaf, right? That's healthy. That's huge. I'm going to be patient with this one and see how long it takes for her to fill the container. But beautiful, beautiful, incredible hydrangeas. Okay, or hibiscus are still growing. They have now started to stretch up. Okay, so that means I think they've reached their maximum width. They're now going to stretch up and give us some blooms here in a couple months, which would be awesome. All the roses on this side have been dead-headed cardinal. Princess Alexandra of Kent. And we did miss a lot of the blooms from Thomas A. Becket in the ground. Now again, he bloomed nowhere as profusely as the one in the container, right? But he did bloom. He did bloom. And I'm hoping that he'll just get settled in and give us more blooms, right? Knowing what he is capable of, I need to see him do what he does in the container in the ground. Beautiful rose, though. Love this rose. All right, let's turn you around so you can get a snippet of the garden that you just walked through. All right, let's see. Right, so there is Princess Alexandra of Kent, or hydrangea. Looks really good, contrasting the hardy hibiscus. Love that dark on white. It's beautiful. And then you are seeing that pop of red in the background. Florentina, let me tell you, slap me 2 times, people. I love that rose. Love it. All right, turn you around again, because I said I would show you the marigolds that we've got growing in ground. Look at them coming up right here. They're going to be surrounding the limelights in containers. The overwintered dahlia, stop it. Blooming, stop it. All right, overwintered. Remember, overwintered dahlia survived the winter. Could not believe it. All right, we've got an issue right here with our little Kim Rose of Sharon's. So the previous season, last season, this one was stunted in terms of its growth. It's still stunted, not pushing out. They pushed out new growth, but no height, right? So we waited all of last season to see if she would come back healthy this year, and she has not. The sad thing is, look here, come over. The second one's now doing the same thing. So I don't know if these guys have just reached their life of growing in my garden here. But this is the second planting of the marigolds. Aren't they beautiful? I love this color. Man, I wish I had more of this color. Intermingle, the ones that are not yet in bloom, are the orange and yellow variety. Oh, there's an orange back there that you can see. Coming up, do you see it? I'm hoping that they play well together in terms of the colors, but I just really do enjoy this Inca. I like it. I like that yellow. Did you like it? I like it. It's so, vibrant and calm. I like it. Next year, I think I'll go with just this color. Just that color. All right, and update on the dahlia on this side. I came back. Look at it. Twice the size. Oh my gosh, 3 times the size of the one you just saw on the opposite side of the garden. Huge, right? Wow. Not yet in bloom, but wow, right? Stop it. Who knew? I did not know, so this is really cool. I don't know if we just got lucky last year, but that is really cool. All right, let me give you an update on our area in progress. Now, remember, almost every season we have an area that turns out to be an in progress sort of a section of the garden. Okay, cameras up, guys. All right, take a deep breath. This might not be cute for a minute, but here we are at one of the sides where the junipers were removed. There was one right here, and there was one right there. Now, the bed's empty, and what I did is I had some dahlia bulbs, and I went in and popped them just randomly in so that we can have something to fill this empty space this season. All right. Classic mistake that I made is when putting the dahlias in, I was so confident that I would remember exactly what varieties I had and that I would come in and label them the next day. Let me tell you, people. All right. So we do not know what varieties we've got planted. Right? I should have done it immediately and I did not, but we do have dahlias growing and they are looking good. They're actually planted in different times. The ones that you see, the larger ones, were planted a week before the smaller ones that are just coming up. Okay, here's what I did. I just kept popping in whenever I got a pack. I just kept popping them into the space, knowing that I have a really large space that I would like to have some color or energy in this season while we think about what we want to do with the spots. Right, I'm going to turn you very briefly here. I apologize. This is one of the roses that I've not gotten to deadhead yet. This is Queen of Sweden. No, I don't have Queen of Sweden. This is Elizabeth. This is Elizabeth dying to be deadheaded. Oh boy, what a bad gardener I am, right? But I'm almost there, almost finished. So we're going to get Elizabeth done. We have Crown Princess Margaret and the Poet's Wife left to be deadheaded on this side. But let me turn you here really quickly. We added some of the purple ferns right here. Growing nicely in the shade, growing in nicely. These we started from seed, right? Not where they were slated for. I don't know if you remember. Last year, this was a full bed of the little hardy hydrangeas. This spring, when I came in to prune, the ones at the front, I held it just like this with my hands, gently, I went like this, and the thing just came out the ground. I was like, oh no, yeah, my hydrangeas died. 2 beautiful little hotties that were right here at the front, and I have no idea why they died, right? But took them out, and because I'm unsure why they died, I've not popped in replacements just yet. I decided I'll just let the area be for a while for this season and just see if I want to do something different or something new in the space. All right, the ones behind the little hottie container, she is growing. The ones in the ground are coming on back and doing their thing. Yeah. All right, we added some geraniums in these containers. And they seem to like it here. They're sitting in a sort of partial sun spot, right? And it's 1 geranium per container. I'm hoping that they fill in. Oh, I need to deadhead this one, look. Oh, it's not cute, Naomi. I'm going to go ahead and get this one deadheaded. Not nice. Okay. But once we deadhead, I think they're going to grow in and fill that container for me. What do you think? Just one? All right, just one. All right, let's see. I'll give you a peek at the walk because from this side, this is where a lot of work is happening, which is why I've not shown you the entire walk for quite a while. Right? This is where we forgot the bulbos. We had to take those down to the ground. The roses were removed. Princess Anne from that bed, Vanessa Bells from the other bed. All right, we had to go and do a deep cut back. This is going to be scary, but I had to do a deep cut back on, what's her name? Gertrude Jekyll. All right, I'll actually take you around so that you can see it. I have to go around the opposite way because the gate's blocked with all of the debris I have here. But this is what the rose walk is looking like right now, as a work in process spot. Not so messy, just a little bit bare. All right. Okay, turning back around, I'd like to show you one thing before we leave the back garden. I want to talk to you about an option that I'm thinking of for replacing the junipers that we removed on the back wall. All right, but before we do, let's visit Bring Me Sunshine. I'll see if I can pop up an image of what he looked like about a week or so ago. He was in full flush and beautiful. This is the Sophie's Rose. We are getting a little color on the hydrangea in the back. Starting to color up. This is Endless Summer. The Shasta daisies are starting to put on a pop, and I'm going to show you those under the dapple willow. They're way ahead of anything that's happening right here in this bed. My Shastas are being drowned out by grass, and I don't know, listen, if any of you know how to prevent it, please tell me. I have grass growing in the Shasta daisies. I tried to take them out this spring, right? And obviously I failed. I removed as much of it as I could get my hands on, and this grass just keeps growing and growing and growing. Not cool. Right, we've got another geranium, my daughter's geranium that we popped in here. It's the Sky View hydrangea. It's putting on heads. She is going to flower. Teeny little thing, transplanted here last fall. And then behind we have Hyde Hall. Let me get close so you can see a bloom from Hyde Hall. Starting to open up some blooms for us. Alright. And that is our little garden. Ooh, let's go over to Cloud 10, a rose that you never see because, okay, I'm always afraid of this section of my garden. I know you said, Naomi, there's nothing in your garden that can hurt you. And you know, I tell myself it every day. I repeat it over and over again every time I'm in here. I planted this rose back there to convince myself, or to enter that side of the garden. I figured if I planted something there, I'd be more inclined to, go to the area more. It didn't work, right? I'm seeing Cloud 10, and I've always shown you her from a distance because I'm always really nervous about coming into this spot. It's just, it's in between this really large tree that I don't know what's under, right? And it just always intimidates me. But let me see if I can get a little bit close today. Today I'm going to be brave just for you. All right. And these are some blooms from Cloud 10. A bit faded now, but a beautiful rose. Oh, wow. You can see how much of a show she was putting on back here. All right. She was doing her thing, right? You know what we should do, guys? Let's put a... Ooh, stop it. Let's put a Florentina back here because we've got the space. Look, there is space. And I kid you not, I guarantee you, a Florentina will give me the courage to come back there. What do you think? I love that rose so much, I'd go anywhere for her. Love it. I love the rich, beautiful red of that rose. Right, but this is what our island is looking like right now. Blooming in, coming on in beautifully. Right. Let me show you the planting on the dapple willows. We need to cut back the alliums. The dapple willows keep sending up suckers because it's grafted, so I've got to cut those out. Alright, but interestingly enough, the Dusty Miller that overwintered, listen, it was an interesting season. I had Dusty Miller overwinter in my garden. Look, came up so beautifully. This thing did not grow last year, and now this spring it is 4 times the size. I love it. And I really do love the contrast in the bed. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get my hands on some more and fill the bed again to see if they will overwinter. If they don't, that's all right. But I do like that they came up in the spring with the alliums, and it was just a nice contrast. Right? Here are the Shasta daisies, way taller and healthier, not as drowned out by the grass, right? For like the Shasta daisies on the island. These right here around the dapple willow are looking good. Looking good, people. My dapple again did not dapple this year. We're still working on the dappling process. All right. But here is what I want to show you. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen, I've never been able to give you a full view of the garden. Based on my camera skills or lack thereof, I've just never been able to capture the whole thing. But I want to show you something again. So let me see if I can block the glare or forgive my fingers. Okay, so we're looking at the section of the garden again where we removed the junipers. I have been wanting, more than anything else since I started the garden, I've wanted a Japanese maple. Guys, I'm trying to think whether or not, if I should pop 2 Japanese maples on either side of the patio. So I would put one right there, and I would put one right here on the opposite side. I'm thinking of the Bloodgood Japanese maple. They grow, is it 15 to 20 feet tall? It's considered a dwarf tree. I'm told that it grows slowly, all right? And it should be good for foundation planting based on the root system and everything that I've read, right? Because they will be planted a bit close to the foundation. But I'm thinking that that's what I want to do in the space. What do you think? Because we have all of this really nice green, and I think it would be awesome to pop it with that beautiful contrasting color of the Japanese maple. Look. Those are my, oh my goodness. Guys, I'm saying Bloodgood, it lost. Black diamond. Oh my goodness, right? Those are the black diamond crepe myrtles. This is as close as I could get to a Japanese maple in my garden, right? And I just love it. I sing to you about dark foliage all the time. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm thinking putting that color foliage on the back wall, so just 2 trees, would just be so awesome. I don't know if it will work. I don't know if it will be too many accent points for one small garden. I don't know if what I just said makes sense, but I don't know if it'll be just too much for the eyes where there's no landing space for you to relax. I mean, there's grass. You can land on the grass, but I'm just not sure. Let me see if I can get you a different view of the garden. Hey guys, we are on the outside of the garden. I'm going to see if I can get you a full view so that you can see what I see. All right, just a quick stop by Twilight Zone. Looking good. All right. We did a lot of deadheading out here. Charles Darwin, my baby. All right. And the Peace Rose. Let's see if we can capture her in the sun. See if I can get a bloom for you. Beautiful rose, really huge. I was thinking of removing her from the space, but you know, I've never had luck with replanting a rose where I've removed one. So I've just decided to let the baby be. Let her be. She's gorgeous. Let her do her thing, right? Yep. And Florentina from the other side. We've got to see her from the other side. Look at this rose. Sorry about my finger again, man. But look at this rose, guys. Oh, tell me you're not loving on it. Oh, tell me you are not loving her. I love her so much. Yes, I'm going to plant her on the opposite side. I think that's a really great idea. I think it's a wonderful idea. We just need to get our hands on one, right? Okay. All right, now let me stop doing that and let's look at what we came out here for. So you're seeing the back of the garden. The back of the garden is held together, grounded by the emerald green arborvitaes. right? We have that wrapping most of the garden so that we have that winter interest and all summer interest when my roses fade. Right, and we're going to turn you. You're seeing the dapple willows, and now you are seeing the edge of the home where the patio is, where we remove the junipers. That is where I am thinking of placing 2 Japanese maples, 2 of the blood goods, 1 on either side. What do you think? Do you think it will be too much in terms of trees on top of trees on top of trees? I apologize, I ran out of out of storage there for a second, so I had to do some deletes in order to turn the camera back on. But yeah, so what do you think about the maples in that section? 2 blood good Japanese maples, 1 on either side. All right, let me see if you can see. Let me pull back even just a little bit more. All right, I was trying to get the emerald greens in the background so that you can see all the contrast that would happen in terms of the trees. But I think it might look good, guys. The maples are going to be a bit of an investment. They're a bit pricey. I've started shopping around for them. But I think the contrast in color is going to be really cute. It would mean that we would have to remove 1 more plant, right, to make the planting work. We'd have to do some moves. But I'm thinking that I think it might work. Can you picture it? Just 2 beautiful maples, 1 on this side and 1 on that side. I think it might work. All right, so we'll think about it, right? I think it's going to be a great pop of color. I think it will be a nice change in terms of texture and movement. Even with the dapple willows and all of the other evergreens going on, I think it would be cute. Oh no. Let's think about it, right? We've got some time to think about it. Let me know what you think about it, right? Or let's see if we can get them, pop them in, and then see what we think about it. If we don't like them, we can always take them out, pop them in containers. Okay. Walking back up the walk here. All right, and let me show you, before you go, before we end the walk, let's just run up right here to our container section, to the driveway really quick, because I've got some more of our newly planted bare roots for this season that are in bloom. And I want to show you. Right, look at this. My knockout rose is back. Oh man, can you see why I love this rose? I love it. I've not been able to find this particular knockout anywhere. I'm going to try to take cuttings from her again once. I'm going to try twice this season. So I'm going to try now once her blooms fade. I'm going to take some cuttings, and then I'll try later on in the fall, because something has got to grow for me, right? I love this rose. Tell me you're not loving her. I love her so much. Oh, I love this rose so much. All right, this is Claire Austin, deadheaded. All right, a few blooms that you can see, just a few. All right, but let's get to where we're supposed to get to, which is the driveway, because I wanted to show you some of our bare roots for this season. Golden Celebration. Yep, he bloomed. Planted bare root here in, I think, mid-April. Still's got a lot of growing and settling to do, but he decided to bloom. And the funniest thing, this container, you're seeing a white rose and a red rose. This is Shirley's bouquet, right? So 1/2 bloomed white for me, and the other is a blooming red. Okay. I mean, I'm not unhappy. I just don't know who this is. It looks like the same rose based on the canes. Shirley has a really messy cane structure. I don't know how to describe it. Her canes just never look healthy to me. Right? But it's just that one bloomed red and one's blooming white. So definitely 2 different roses. I don't know how we got 2 in 1 pack, but hey, I'm not complaining. And right here, this is an attempt to save Princess Anne. So let me see if I can get a little bit closer before my camera runs out of storage again. Thomas A. Beckerton container just won't stop growing. Look at this guy. This guy will not stop misbehaving, people. All right, let's see if I can get over to, there you go, Princess Anne. So this is an attempt to save this rose, right? This, I had roots left with just 1 cane, and naturally I popped her out and put her here in a container. I've been keeping her watered right? She does have green leaves still, which is a good sign. And I am just going to wait on her to see if she can settle and find a home in this container. It would be nice if she did. I'll update you on her by the end of the season if she's still here or not. The young Lucidus that I was trying to baby back, boy, that rose would not grow, and so I took it out. So he is gone. All right, Desdemona is huge and beautiful, and I don't know, getting ready to bud up again, right? And getting ready to treat us to more blooms. The second wave for the container grown Desdemona. Right? But looking good. And look at this. This rose also was a purchase from one of the big box stores. On the label, it was this rose. But obviously, as it has bloomed, it is not. So I don't know who this is. It looks like a big hybrid tea. Okay. Doesn't have much of a fragrance, but it's a beautiful rose, right? Yeah. Right, so I'll put this back here. And that is my driveway garden. Guys, I have squirrels or something digging in my containers and I don't know why. And then I see a lot of little flies there. I don't understand it. Look. Look. What is this? And they took my clematis off of its hold. Look at this. I got a bud on the new clematis. Oh my gosh, she's going to flower. But something came in here and dug. Oh man. And they're doing it to my peppers too. I got my Scotch bonnet peppers and bell peppers in the back. Something keeps digging up my Scotch bonnet peppers. I kid you not. They're not troubling the sweet peppers now. They're troubling my Scotch bonnet. They better stop it. Alright. But alright, I won't complain. Let's go ahead and we'll end the video here. You guys are awesome. Thanks again for watching. And hey, remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, you need to. Come on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Right, and definitely this notification bell so that you can be notified once I've got new videos uploaded. Let's continue growing this little garden together. It is a growing and it is a changing. Right? Thanks so much for watching, and I will see ya. I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.